Hi guys, welcome back to New Dram Drinker. Thank you for joining us for another video this week. We're going to play this little cinematic so that you can get an idea of what this one's all about, and then we will get right back. Okay, so as you saw from that video, it is basically we've picked 9 whiskies that we have on our bar that almost gives a representation of a journey from starting kind of not peaty to getting all the way to the end, which is like the whiskey of the moment, the Ardbeg Wee Beastie. And it's just a slow progression through it. Now this has all come about because I had a couple of friends come over after the lockdown, and the first thing they always seem to say is, so what's the journey through your whiskies? Give us a tour. And I was like, yeah, that's really hard to do. You got so many whiskies on the shelf that I've just found it so hard. It's almost daunting to myself to give them a tour of where we, what we've done, what we've drank, and how we've got to where we are now. So I thought, you know what, I really need to do that. So we have, myself and Nikki have picked 9 whiskies that we think charts our journey from kind of standard to peaty quite nicely, and we wanted to share them with you now. We didn't go over £35, so there's also it's not a budget range by any stretch of the imagination, but fairly affordable all the way through. It starts off really cheap, and the mass about £40 is the maximum, £35–40. So that's what we've tried to stick to, and maybe after that we'll do like another one in the future that's £35 upwards, but we'll see how this one goes first. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to start off with the Highland Earl. So the Highland Earl, starting off cheap to be honest. This is the litre bottle and it was $17.99. You can get like the 70cl, I think it's $14.99, so it is dirt cheap. It doesn't really get much cheaper than that to be honest, but the best part about it is it's actually not bad. It's quite nice. We do tend to always have a bottle of this on the shelf because we use it a lot for cocktails. I wouldn't necessarily myself drink it as a dram. I have tried it and it's not bad. It's just you're going to have better ones on the shelf, you're already going to have them. But if you're into cocktails and you don't want to use your good whiskies for cocktails like we don't, this is perfect. I mean, $17.99 for a litre, it's ridiculous. Aldi's do it. It's like I say, it's always on the shelf, regularly available, and you can just pick it up in your shopping, which is what we love to be honest, and that's the perfect starting point to be honest. There are others, Highland Black, there's Aldi's, to be honest, their whiskey range, while it's not kind of amazing, it is good stuff. You won't go wrong with it, to be honest, if you just want a nice dram. So yeah, Highland L, that's a very good starting point, and it's just a good whiskey all round, to be honest.
Whiskey number 2 is Baines, the whiskey of the moment. It's everywhere. £24 though, you cannot go wrong. South African single grain. I was really surprised at this. It's just sweet, creamy, vanilla. I always get custard creams, bit of banana. Most people like this. For the money, you cannot go wrong.
Whiskey number 3 is Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition. What can I say about this? It's £24 and it's 50% ABV, and the fact that it's that alone makes it worth the money for me, because I do love a high ABV whiskey. But the fact that you can get chocolate, caramel, vanilla, it's smooth, it goes down so nicely, it's just an awesome whiskey all round. It got 91 points in the Whiskey Bible 2020, it says it right there, look, definitely. It's just a great whiskey, definitely one to buy. And just get it on your shelf, it belongs there, trust me.
So whiskey number 4 is the Great King Street Compass Box Glasgow Blend. There's not much left in this one. I have to say, this is one of my faves. I first tried this at a whiskey festival. You can pick it up, well, I picked it up for £35, but I think you can sometimes get it for £30. This is the most full-bodied whiskey I've ever tasted. Finished in first fill bourbon casks and ex-sherry casks. It is everything that I want. It's sweet, sherry, peaty, beautiful.
Okay, so whiskey number 5 is waterproof. Now, I didn't want to actually do this video because if anyone's seen the full review of it, you'll know what happens. So if you want to watch that, click up here to watch it. But I look like I'm safe, so I'm going to carry on. To be honest, I'll be truthful with you. We bought this one because I like the look of the bottle. It was a decent price. I think it come in at about £30–35 again. And sometimes I just like to buy it because I do like the look of the bottle. There's a whole kind of Rain Mac thing going on, and that's their whole kind of like concept of it kind of thing. But the fact that when it came and the whiskey inside it was gorgeous as well. It's just like a cake, and I know we've always said it before, it's like the caramels, the vanillas, the raisins. It's very sweet, sugary. It's just a really, really nice dram, and for that price it belongs in this lineup, to be honest. So I would highly recommend you get this.
So, lot 40, our 6th whiskey. It's a rye whiskey. It's the only rye one we've got here. We don't drink that many. But if you saw my video of this, this is my epiphany whiskey. I love this. It's full of all the grains, the herbal, the floral notes. Got a nice little spicy kick as well. But you can pick it up somewhere between £28 to £32. It's an absolute cracking whiskey. Whiskey number 7 is Highland Park 12. This is the Viking Honour. It's me doing this one again because the next two are very peated, so Ant's going to do those. This is more of a smoky peat, but because it's balanced out with the honey, there's a bit of an orange flavour. It's very creamy and buttery. It's just a lovely gateway into peated. You can pick this up for £30. It's everywhere. It's fine.
Okay, so now we take a big jump up into the peat kind of region. This one's a cracker as well. We managed to actually get this for £25 from Costco, so if you remember there, you can pick this up dirt cheap. It's usually around £30–35 on Amazon, so if you keep your eye out for it, you'll always get it at a good price if you're in no rush to get it. It's just an awesome dram. Like I say, it is a step up from the Highland Park 12, but it's well worth it in the journey to get to where you're going if that's what you're aiming for. It's very nice, very sweet, even though it's got the peat edge to it. The rum and raisin tinge to it as well, like the sweets. So it's got a lot going on. The smoke, the peat, the sweetness. It's just a gorgeous dram. Well worth having on your bar, and I highly recommend it. And finally, Ardbeg Wee Beastie. Yeah, you may have seen our video of it. If you haven't, I'll put a link up here so you can go and watch that now. You'll get a lot more information on it there than I'm going to give you now. But this is a good, solid, peaty whiskey. It's not the monster that you may be thinking you're going to get when you buy something called Wee Beastie, but it's still an awesome dram at that. It's got more of a meaty, more of a kind of a denser like peat than the Laphroaig has, but it's just very complex. There's a lot going on. I am considering doing my own review of it because Nicola did the last one, so I think I will get around to doing one eventually. Again, it's £35. It might be a little bit hard to get hold of at the moment because everybody's kind of getting it, so it's selling out quite quick, but it's core range, so it will come out and it'll be regularly available, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. You'll get one eventually. That is number 9. So we have done all the way through now. You've gone from Highland L, £17.99, and then they kind of progress up to the £35–40 mark. If you were to do all these, you would have had a decent journey through kind of the range of tastes, smells and notes that you're going to get. There are plenty of others that could have been substituted for these, and there's more steps within it, but you don't want a 15–20 whiskey long video from us there. So yeah, that's a good start, and I would recommend every single one of them.
So we hope you found this video useful. 9 whiskies that we've shared with you. Obviously there's more, but this is a little taster of some of the whiskies that you can buy under £40. Don't forget, we're all on a journey, so I haven't even drunk all of these, but you know that everybody's journey is individual, so have some fun. Put some comments below to let us know if there's any other whiskies that you think we should continue to try. So thanks for watching. I don't have a glass because I haven't drunk any whiskey today, but remember, pour it, drink it, enjoy it.